Right there, guys. Sorry about that. Which stream? I must still be in holiday mode or something. I don't even know. Like my mind literally just went blank, and I didn't know what to talk about, so I just ended the stream. But anyway, I still haven't done like a match preview, not preview, review, anything like that. So I thought I'd just get it off my chest now and do it now. So if you do like the video, guys, hit the like button. If you're new, subscribe, guys, and just leave a comment down below as well to let me know your thoughts on the game. So first and foremost, obviously Liverpool got the victory, 1-0. We went through the stats on the stream early on. Liverpool had like 81% possession of the ball. You know, we kicked it about a fair bit. You know, I was just talking to Scott just then after the stream. And he, as Scott says, you know, there's not much to say. You know, we kicked the ball about and then we scored at the end, which is, to be fair, is quite truthful, to be honest with you. However, I do think there's a couple of things I didn't bring up on the stream. So, for instance, the tackle on McAllister. I know that a few people have looked at that and said potentially, is it a red? Is it this? Is it that? Whatever. Me personally, I'll be honest, I think in game time, if I was reffing that game, I probably would have given a yellow, just based on the referee's position and everything like that. However, when you look at it again through being slowed down, through VAR, we've seen them given as a red, guys. We've seen VAR call over other refs to the screen and give a red. We just have, you know. I think we even saw it that like this weekend in a different game, something very similar, and it was a red. And this is the problem with officiation in this country, where, and you know, it could be across the globe as well. But you know, I study this. I've been a ref over here. There's no sort of right answer ever, or consistency, or anything. Well, these are right. Sorry, there's no consistency across the board. How is it when it comes to something like this that they get the decisions different every time? And for me, if I'm being, again, in all seriousness, VAR should be brought in, and them referees again should have more time. Probably should even have like a rule book, do you know what I mean? Or some sort of binder where they go through it and be like, right, so they don't have to think about it. They just got to look. And even if it takes an extra minute, would you guys be bothered, right? I know I wouldn't be, but would you guys be bothered if, say, these stoppages with VAR, instead of them being done like 30 seconds or whatever like that, if they literally were just done in, it took them maybe 2-3 minutes to get it done, but the answer was correct and nobody could argue with it? I don't think anyone would have any issues with that. Do you know what I mean? Because then over time, the more times you do it, the more times you see similar things or the same thing, whatever, you would just know automatically, because it's what it's like when you do your day job every day. Do you know what I mean? So something needs to change. You know, VAR was brought in to help referees, and I feel like it's becoming one of those things where they're using it as a crutch now, and they're relying on it to referee the game rather than themselves. And I think they're becoming a bit lazy, is what I will say regarding that. But by the by, as I said, in real time, I would have probably given a yellow, but I would have thought that VAR would have probably pulled him up and asked him to have another look at it with that one. Anyway, I think the player ended up getting sent off anyway, did it? Or was it a different player that got sent off? I don't know. Can't remember. So yeah, there was that. And then obviously the whole Kirkes situation with him playing 36 minutes. Like, we had this scenario. Was this the same scenario we had last year with Kwanzaa? Was it Slot that, or was it Klopp? I can't remember. Like, these years, they seem to have melded together. But I'll just go with it being Slot. But wasn't it we were playing Ipswich or something like that at the beginning of last year, and he took Kwanzaa off like in the first half or something like that because it wasn't working? Now, people think that's harsh and it might affect people's confidence and XYZ, whatever you want to say. But if something's not working, I'm kind of glad that we've got a manager that will just literally go in there and just be like, done. It's not working. I'm going to change it now. I can't wait until half time. He might not even be on the pitch when it gets to half time. Do you know what I mean? I'll take him off now and make sure we've got 11 players for the rest of the game. Now, out of all the signings we've had, I do think Kirkes is the one that's been a little, what should I say here? Unimpressive. I don't think we're seeing the same player that we saw at Bournemouth. You know, last year he was probably the best left back in the league, and I don't think we're seeing that guy. I just don't. I don't know what that's down to. Don't know whether that's down to like him, what he's been asked to do. I don't know, but it is what it is. I don't think he plays against Atletico Madrid, is what I'll start off with. I think we play Robbo. You know, you've got European referees in this. They're not as lenient as Premier League referees. I think you go with Robbo. I just do. In this situation, get us off to a good start in the Champions League. And then as well, obviously, a lot of chatter around Wirtz. I mean, again, I hate to sound like a stuck record, but I've said it a couple of times now. Like, we've got a lot of new players in, and Wirtz, yeah, he might be the reigning defending two-time, like Dana White, German player, Bundesliga player of the year, whatever, right? But it's a new league for him, and he's only young, and there is some flashes there. He's got some quick feet, you know. I think once it starts clicking, then he'll be absolutely at it. He'll be bang at it. I mean, they kept showing some stats during the game, which, to be fair, these stats mean nothing to me. But it was just like, who's got the most forward runs? Who's got the most this? Who's got the most that? End of the day, all I care about is assists and fucking goals. Do you know what I mean? For a player in his position, I don't care how far he's rang or anything like that. So when they were showing that, I really didn't give a toss. And then what else was there for the whole Wirtz thing? But yeah, I just think it'll come. I think it's a lot of new players around him. So I think eventually he will click with it. Salah as well, you know, he's had a bit of a slow start this year. Again, is it because he's had interviews in the build up to this season where he's turned around and said that he's more about winning the league again and being a provider and this, that, and the other. It was good that he obviously got the penalty. He's now the overall out and out fourth top goal scorer in the Premier League. I think he needs another 21 goals to beat Rooney for third. I think he needs 20 to draw with him, so 21 to beat him. As is right now, I don't think he'll get that this season. I don't think Salah's a 20-goal player right now in the Premier League, but again, with 4 games in, let's wait and see what happens. But he's going to have to get going at some point because he's obviously got the AFCON as well, where he's going to be away from the squad, so he'll miss like, is it like 5 Premier League games, something daft like that. So we'll have to wait and see. And then hopefully he's here again next year. Because, you know, next summer we're in the same situation again where him and Van Dijk are in the last year of the contracts. So yeah, there's that as well. But yeah, I think to say we're being lucky to win these games, you know, someone mentioned it on the stream. I think it was in... What's his English man in town? Is that your name? Sorry, mate. Is that your username? You mentioned something about, you know, last year it was we'd not played nobody. This year it's we're lucky. Well, a lot of people used to say that when you're playing badly and you're still winning games, that's the victory of champions. So, end of the day, as long as Liverpool keep winning, I don't really care. But anyway, that's enough of me, guys. Let me know down below what you think about the game. I want to know in the thoughts what you think it's going to do. I'll have a preview out for the Atletico Madrid game. And the plan right now is for me to do some sort of watch along Wednesday night for the game as well. So come and join me for that. Right, guys, hope you all have a good evening. And I will catch you at some point tomorrow. So I'll see you then.